turned off. Yo, what's good, everybody?
Hey, y'all.
Yo,
So, what
what's
is
good,
going on?
everybody?
I
What's
don't know.
good, everybody? What the hell is going on, black people, white people, Chinese people, Mexican people, Arab people, women folk, men folk, gay folk, straight folk, all the folks that like
All of
us.
them?
All of them.
All of them.
All of them. So, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Everybody doing
I
okay?
think they're doing good. I
So-
had a long day, though.
That's what's up. How long was your day?
My day was so long.
So long.
Like-
How long was it?
My mother was glued in a chair all day on meetings after meeting after meeting
That is
after
boring.
meeting after meeting. Like, I literally at one point in time just like put my head down on the desk while I was listening to these people talk because
That
I
is
was just
boring.
so ready to get up off these meetings. Like, yeah, it was seriously boring.
That is boring.
Very boring.
That is so freaking boring.
Who you telling?
I'm just saying it was
very
boring. I just know it was boring.
Yes, it was.
I mean, you work at that warehouse,
I mean,
which I can't say the name of because I don't want you to get.
But
sued.
it was kind of hilarious at some points because
it was hilarious.
It was hilarious at some points.
I thought you said it was hilarious.
Hush up.
Yes, ma'am.
So it was funny at some points because you know how like you would listen to folk like when you was a kid and your little brother or sister got in trouble
Mm-hmm.
and it was getting chewed out,
Mm-hmm.
and it was funny because of one you.
Mm.
I had a couple of those moments today.
So somebody was in the background like this. Got your ass, bitch.
I was on mute and I was laughing. I was like, "Ooh!"
I would have been laughing too.
So
I ain't lying. I would have been laughing my ass off. Cause that's just what I do. I would have laughed.
But I mean, I just I learned.
I would have laughed so hard.
I learned that I need to just make sure that my stuff is squared away, so I'm not on the receiving end.
So your stuff squared away.
My stuff is good.
What you putting in your mouth?
Nuts.
So what you put nuts in your mouth? Do you have nuts on your face?
You nasty.
You gonna have nut remnants around your mouth.
You're so nasty.
I'm talking about the crumbs.
No.
You gonna have no nut remnant around your mouth?
No.
Why not?
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. That was just so wrong. That went all the way left. I was not supposed to say that, y'all, but since I did say it.
Well, all right. Tell us about your day. And we're going to go ahead and hop on into the what the hell segment.
Oh, you got a what the hell today?
What the hell?
Oh, shit. So today, man, it was a pretty good day, man. Y'all know I work in a clinic. And adventurous. Adventurous.
What made it so adventurous?
Well, we got put on lockdown. Mm-hmm.
Why?
I can't go into detail, but we got put on lockdown. Just know that we were on lockdown because somebody made a threat.
Oh.
Yeah, but they didn't want to come in there. My clinic is out there with all them good old boys and all them hunters and them old country girls. I got them Daisy Duke type girls and them country boys that they said, all right, come on up in here. And that's what they said. Come on up in here. Bring it on up in here.
What? I don't know.
You bring it on up in here. You ain't gonna come up out of here.
I don't know if I should laugh at that or be scared.
But they were so serious though. And it kind of messed me up because I'm one of the few people of color in there, which is cool because they cool, they country. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So when they was like, "Come on up in here," I was like, "They don't want none of this here, boy." So I went right with them. They don't want none of this here, boy. I'm on your side. I'm like I'm like Dave Chappelle in that when he was like, "Wipe out." I'm right down your side. They don't want none of this here, boy. They don't want. No, they don't want none of this here right there. No, boy. No, they don't. No, buddy. No, they don't, buddy.
So
hey, they don't want none of this here, boy. Now I can pass. You can't. I can pass.
You can pass.
I can pass.
I think you got a little bit too much pigmentation to pass.
I can pass. They go to the timing booth just like me. They go to the training booth just like me.
No, I don't know if you can pass.
They go to the training booth just like me.
Okay.
They want to look like me.
Okay. So, all right. So I do have.
She's so funny, y'all. That's all.
So tonight's episode is buybacks.
The buybacks.
Okay. Gun buybacks.
The waybacks. The buybacks.
Saving grace or neighborhood menace.
A neighborhood menace.
So we're going to go ahead and get into that later on today. But first up, we're going to go ahead and get to our segment. What the hell?
What the hell, pimp?
So I have two stories for y'all. So first, I'm gonna tell you what happened, and then y'all gotta tell me. Well, you gotta tell me what state you think she's from. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So here we go. She faces charges of burglary, interference with an educational institution, and resisting an officer without violence. A 28-year-old woman who allegedly went to a high school on Monday dressed as a student to promote her Instagram account was later arrested, according to reports.
Wait, she's 28.
28.
She went to a high school to promote her Instagram account.
Yes.
She's 28.
Yes.
She went to a high school.
Yes.
To promote her Instagram account.
Yes.
Okay. I'm trying to understand this.
She was handing out flyers to students.
You said she dressed like one first.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just making sure I heard that right.
So she was handing out flyers to students, promoting her social media account while wearing a backpack and carrying a skateboard, because apparently all high school teenagers carry skateboards, and recording her interaction on her phone when she was stopped by school security. And then she allegedly told the officer she was a student looking for the registration office and was stopped the second time when she continued to hand out the flyers. Okay, so then the school, flagged her as a potential threat. She escapes because out the side door or whatnot. But the cops
she was in the school?
Yeah, but the cops caught up to her and they did arrest her. So, what state? I'll give you a hint. It's in the South.
You a lie.
So
you a lie. I was thinking California somewhere, but you said she was in the South. So this Florida.
Final answer.
George.
Is that your final answer?
No. Wait, it was a skateboard. Okay. Was she black, white, or other?
I ain't ask you all that. But I'm not sure. She's not black.
I'm guessing not with a skateboard walking around through the school.
There's some black folks who skateboard. Well, what state? It's in the South.
I'm gonna say Florida.
You are correct.
Yeah, goddamn right.
She was in a Miami school.
Miami.
So Miami, she's probably the other.
She might be a Latino.
Yeah, that's what's that other.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So she's most likely the other because she went to Miami High School. All right. Now the next one that I have up for you guys. Do you remember the Duggar family?
The Duggar.
Yeah, the Duggar
you
family.
About, teach me how to Duggar.
No.
How to Duggar.
That family, it was a big family. They were like 18 kids and counting.
18 and counting. That's a lot of damn children.
Yeah, it is. But you know what I'm talking about now?
Mm-hmm.
So one of their sons, Josh Duggar, has kind of been in and out the spotlight in a negative way since 2002.
Since 2002.
2005, in regards to something that he did in 2002. So apparently when he was a teenager, he molested several young girls, including his sisters.
He was doing it with his sister?
He molested
them. He a nasty little bastard.
Yeah, so...
He is a nasty little bastard. That's all I'm going to say.
It was sometime after that...
Nasty little bastard.
It was sometime after that they canceled the show.
Yeah. Yeah, I canceled that some bitch too.
But now he's back in the spotlight for child pornography charges.
So he can't get no grown women?
I don't know. But I mean, I believe he's married.
But you doing child pornography.
I mean, it don't matter. That's people do that to keep their cover. But yeah, he's been charged with child pornography. So he's been released on bond, I think it is. But he has to have a custodian to be released. And he can't go around any kids, of course. So I'm like, well, all them kids in his family, that means he can't go around no family members whatsoever.
No, that's nasty.
Whatsoever. So I mean,
that's nasty.
I can't imagine as a parent.
That's nasty.
To find out that your child is doing those type of things.
That is nasty.
Can you imagine that?
Nasty. That is nasty. You got a sister.
Uh-huh.
Is that your only sister?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, this gonna be nasty and lesbian. You and your sister was doing it. And who older, you or her?
Me.
And you get caught. You get caught holding her head down there. That is nasty.
Okay.
That's nasty.
I just want to know how you would feel as a parent if that you found out one of your children was doing that. I don't know how we got on incest in my family, but okay.
I'm sorry. Did I open some old wounds?
What? I am so lost right now. Oh my goodness. So, all right, we're gonna go ahead and jump right on into tonight's topic because I have no idea what he's talking about. Okay, so white bread.
Yo, for real, check it out though. Yo, I don't think that happened. I hope it didn't happen. But if it did, we can get some therapy for you and your family. Okay,
well,
but
I'm about to throw this can of nuts at you on camera.
Hey, hold up! Don't be throwing no nuts at me. I'm the one that shoot the nuts at other folks. Don't be trying to throw no nuts at me. I shoot nuts. All right, so tonight our topic is because she's shooting nuts. Tonight our topic is we're talking about something that I've been seeing a lot of in the community lately. And I think it's a bunch of bullshit.
What?
Gun buybacks. I think it's bullshit.
Why?
I think it's bullshit.
Why?
We're going to get into it. But I want you to tell... give them the show topic again before I go into my rant.
Excuse me. Gun buybacks.
Did you burp?
I did.
Nasty ass.
Gun buybacks. Saving grace or neighborhood menace? Okay. Back to you, white bread.
All right. So, gun buybacks. This is my thought on that. And y'all know when I'm finna get into it, I put my hands on my head. And I lean back in my chair.
Oh, they know that already?
they gonna know it today. But check this out. Okay, gun buybacks. You don't see it in any community but the black community. Why is that?
Because black folks will shoot each other up.
White folks shoot each other.
But it's not as publicized as it is.
You said a big thing. It's not as publicized.
I mean, yeah, you don't really hear about white folks shooting each other up.
But they do it.
Well, I'm sure you have that in every race or whatnot. But it's just more prevalent in the black community.
Just like if you see the police violence, if a police officer shoot a black man, it's all over the TV, all over the news. Police officer shoot a white man, you hear about it and it's gone. Or if a white man shoot a police officer, you hear about it and it's gone. But a black guy get out the car with a phone in his hand and they think it's a gun and it's all over everything saying that he got a gun. And he did. But okay, y'all, I'm not being racist. I'm just stating the way the media is putting everything out now. Okay? Because I'm not racist. If y'all know me, y'all know that my DJ name is White Bread and it is a real meaning behind it. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I just look like this. Because I got a tan. Because I like it. I like it. I do it. I like it. But for real, you only see the gun buyback in the African American community. Here in Birmingham, we have they do them in West End, Fairfield, East Lake, them areas. You're not gonna find them in Mountain Brook, Hoover, Vestavia. They're not gonna do it. They're not.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that they are taking them away from us.
They're not taking them away.
Or they're asking you to give them back, or whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, they're not offering training on handling your weapons, right? Right?
Well, why would they offer the training if they're trying to get the guns out of your hand? Are you saying they should offer that as an alternative?
Exactly. Because look, check this out. My kids,
mm-hmm.
I have taught them the proper way to handle weapons.
Okay.
I am comfortable with the fact of knowing that they know how to handle weapons. I have taken my son to the range to teach him how to do this.
Okay.
Do you know how many of us I see in there with our teenagers or young adults in there showing them the right way to do this?
Probably none.
None. But I went right over there to Hoover Tack, where I go to the range, took my son to the range, and you see him in there 7, 8, 9 years old in there rocking them dang handguns, semi-automatics, everything. They handling it because they training them. They training them on that shit. Mm-hmm. But what we do? You need come get this $50 Walmart gift card and bring us every gun you got. Every gun you got, bring it to us.
So, I mean, I see what you're saying, but at the same token, I mean, okay, I agree. It could be racially motivated, but research does say there has been some success in it. There has been some success.
Who is giving the guns back? People that got guns. Okay, just say the normal people that get the guns back. You got the grandma that her husband had these 3 guns right now. He has passed away, so she's up in age. She don't want to hold them. She's responsible because they were in a locked case. But now she's gonna sit there and bring it out and give it to them and get her little $50 Walmart gift card. That's who's gonna get the guns away. These responsible people, not the little idiots that's out there doing stupid stuff.
I hear what you're saying, and I don't think that it works in the sense that it's taking the guns out of the hands of the people who don't need them or the criminals or whatnot. It's almost like it's a psychological thing, because when the politicians come out and say, hey, we want to do this buyback and whatnot, it could be an election year, which it is. I think it is, right? It's election year.
Yeah, it is. And that's some bull crap.
It's going to be election year. You got the gun buybacks and whatnot. So if you have politicians pushing gun buybacks, it makes them look more positive on that particular area. So therefore, voters are more likely to vote for that person because they can see, oh, this person is trying to do something about gun control and gun violence and whatnot. Yeah, I support them because we have the gun buyback. So psychologically, you're thinking, okay, yeah, this is a good idea. But in fact, criminals ain't gonna give up their guns. Those are the ones you want to give the guns, but they're not gonna give up their guns.
So you're right. Criminals ain't giving them up.
So it's a ploy.
They ain't getting it away. But they taking the gun. Okay. This is my thought, right? My thought process. You got Mr. Sam, older gentleman that stay, down the street. He's a responsible adult.
Mm-hmm.
He got his gun.
Mm-hmm.
You go tell him, hey, Mr. Sam, we're giving away gift cards to get, you come and bring us your gun. We're taking all the weapons off the street.
Mm-hmm.
He go give his gun up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you got little Pookie that done broke in somebody's car over on the next block, and and took all their stuff, then broke in their house, got their gun. Now he running up and down the street wreaking havoc.
Mm-hmm.
Police can't find him because he dipping, or the police don't care to find him because they don't want to in certain communities. But Mr. Sam, when Lil Pookie comes in his house, he ain't got no way to protect himself or his family now because he done got that $50 gift card and gave that gun away. But me, I'm gonna keep mine. Lil Pookie bring his ass in here, I'm gonna fuck him up. I'm gonna put so many holes in that bastard. And then I will sit there and go buy his mama the black dress.
That's not funny.
It's not funny. It's the truth.
It's just the way you talking right now.
But I'm telling the truth, though. Our community is the only one doing this, man. And if you're doing it, okay, I applaud you. But tell me why. Make me understand why you only do it in our community. I know some guys that just had one Phi Beta Sigma, the local alumni chapter of Phi Beta Sigma here in Birmingham. They just did one recently. I think they got about 50 or so guns off the street. That's fine. I applaud you. But did those guns come from responsible adults or from idiots that just need, y'all, this shit is real, man.
I mean, I get it. I see where you're coming from. I understand it. But you keep saying they're taking. Nobody is taking anything. These people are handing over their weapons. They're handing over these guns and whatnot. Whether they are just, the old lady who had something that was left behind by her deceased husband, or it could have been a child that just found one and said, hey, I know this is wrong. Let me go ahead and turn this in.
Okay.
Or whatnot.
If you got a child,
it could be a variety of reasons why these guns are being turned in. It doesn't negate the fact that they are getting thousands of guns off the street. So these thousands of guns that are off the street, not all guns in the hands of a criminal initially started off as intended for criminal use. Some of these guns are guns that were stolen. So they could have, maybe they weren't locking them up properly or lost track of it or whatnot. But these are guns that belong to, good intended citizens, but they got stolen now they're in the hands of somebody else.
And they are not the ones that are giving the guns back. That's what I'm saying. They are not the ones that are giving them back.
Right. I didn't say the criminals are giving them back. What I'm saying is the individuals, the good intended citizens who probably shouldn't have guns and are the ones that are most likely to get them lost or stolen or whatnot. Those are the ones that's turned them in.
The ones that shouldn't have them?
Yes.
Like you went and bought it, but then you was like, I don't know what to do with this.
Right. I think some of those are the ones on individuals that's giving them away too. So in a sense, it's good that they are, because you don't want that gun to end up in somebody else's hand. Because again, even though there are still going to be thousands of guns still in circulation in criminal hands and whatnot, they are still, making a dent in the gun circulation.
So these jokers that are okay, I can see that. I can see that. But my point is this. You buy a gun.
Uh-huh.
You don't know what to do with it.
Uh-huh.
I think, this is just my personal opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Just my personal opinion. Mine only.
Mm-hmm.
My opinion only. I think that if you buy a gun, a weapon, I don't care if it's a taser,
mm-hmm.
you should have to go through a training.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Like, not even just buying the gun, because okay, when you get your gun license, your concealed carry license, right?
Okay.
Usually it takes a couple weeks or whatever for your background and stuff to come through.
Mm-hmm.
Or some places they do it right there.
Somebody's sleeping.
I'm trying to get my thoughts together. Today was a long day, y'all. But usually, it used to take, when I got mine, it used to take about 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks to get your concealed carry license, right? Pistol permit.
Okay.
Unless you are prior service or something and you have been properly trained, I think you need to go through some weapons safety classes.
I think regardless of your background, you should have some weapon safety classes, some current weapon safety classes.
Yeah, true.
Because if you, even with you being a having military background, that just makes you more of a threat. And we all know there's some crazies in the military too.
You was one of them.
Whatever. So
that's what I think
I definitely feel like I'm not going to say that I think that we should take guns away from everybody, but I definitely do believe that there should be some stricter guidelines put in place to restrict the availability of guns. So like you said, the whole having a class or whatnot, there should be documentation of that. You have to bring your certificate or something of completion to the store before or whatnot, in addition to a background check and so forth. But you're so silly. But
I'm just agreeing with you. I mean, I don't know what else to say.
I agree with that, but I don't know how you would monitor something like that, because obviously the criminals that we're fearful of, they're not going through those channels. So there's got to be something else in place to basically make it more difficult for them to get their hands on it. Because all the policies that we're trying to put in place right now is going to make it more difficult for your average citizen to get it. What's being put in place to keep them from getting it? How can you monitor that?
I mean, with that training, you'll get training on how to keep it, how to lock it up, how to.
That's my question though.
No, I'm saying to keep it away from them.
Yes.
Okay, they breaking in your house, right?
Not all the time. Okay, so
they steal it from where you got it just sitting on the counter, or
so is that how they
you got it sitting in your console and in your truck, and they go and get it. I have been one to leave mine in the console, and I had one to be stolen. Okay. Mm-hmm. Personally, I don't think it was stolen. I know who got it or had it. I found it at a pawn shop. So I know who got it, who did it. I know who turned it in. I didn't turn her in, but I know who did. I got my gun back. Had to pay for it, but I got it back. But my serial numbers match. That's another thing. With your weapons, responsible gun owners keep all of their serial numbers.
Okay.
They keep all the serial numbers.
So, but my question was, Mr. Whitebread, sir, what policies can we put in place, or what procedures can we put in place to make it more difficult for the average criminal to get weapons?
Okay. It needs to be harder on them to get these guns.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I agree with that. But this is my thing. Like, you got certain states where you can't even have a concealed carry unless you're a weapon. You can, I mean, a police officer or something. You cannot have a weapon outside. Period.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
So,
but we in the South.
We're in the South, and you're gonna do it. But see, the thing about it is, you can just about tell who ain't got no damn business with these guns. That's these dum-dums walking around with a 380 with an extended clip this long on it, hanging out their damn pants.
Okay, yes.
It that kind of shit right there. Okay, you see it. Hey, come here, sir. Let me see that. Mm-hmm. Let me see your license. Oh, you don't have one? Thank you. They don't say nothing to them because of the fact that it is so easy to get these damn licenses. So it needs to be harder to get them.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's the thing.
I agree with that. Like I said before,
the high school
there definitely needs to be some stricter guidelines in regards to being able to get a weapon.
The high school that my kids go to, I have stood in between a child with a gun getting ready to shoot another child.
Wow.
I done stood in between them and looked down the barrel of that gun, and I told him, I said, dude, what the hell wrong with you? I done did that. Cause I had to pull my pistol. But then after I saw him and I looked at him, I was like, he got it because he don't know what the hell he doing with it. So you know what I did? I put my pistol back in my pocket and walked up on him. Took it from him, slapped the shit out of him. And then after I slapped him, they said, why you slap him? I said, cause this little motherfucker had a pistol. He pulled the shit out at me.
Yeah. He could have just.
He could have. His mindset wasn't there. But you know, he went to you know, the detention center for a little while, and he got himself together.
Well,
but it could have been different.
Yeah, it really could. His life could have went a whole nother direction.
Because as soon as I saw him with that gun pointed toward that other child, me, a responsible gun owner who had mine with me, could have shot him to save that other one. That's what could have happened. Because that's what was just in the news recently. The girl that was stabbing at the other girl and the police officer shot her, it was a 16-year-old.
When did that happen?
That was recent. That was recent.
I didn't hear that one.
That was recent. That's the kind of stuff that's happening.
So
these responsible gun owners need to step up.
So do you think that there should be some type of like gun safety program or whatever going from like school to school? Almost like how they used to do like the DARE program back in the day with drugs.
Yeah, but I think so. But the thing about it is they don't want to do that because they don't want to say they promoting guns. But hell, they out here. So why run from it and be scared of it? That's my whole thing. They run from the shit and be like they scared of it. They need to stop being pussies. Real talk. If y'all don't like the word pussy, I'm sorry. It comes out of my mouth. You know, if she's the right one, it might go in my mouth. But that's okay. It's a pussy. But y'all don't. You so stupid. Y'all. They need to stop being scared of it and go ahead and do what they're going to do. Okay? Stop being scared.
Okay.
They're being some punks.
And another thing I think, that you were talking about why it targets, communities of color more so.
It does.
White folks don't be shooting for real. They be making bombs.
Shit, yeah, that's because black folks don't know how to make bombs.
My point exactly.
But, well, I take that back.
Black folks don't have the patience.
They do, but
bombs.
they rather just go ahead and bitch. Pah.
That's what I said. Because black folks don't have the patience to make bombs.
That's what they rather do.
Bombs take more thought. By the time we finish going to the store to get all stuff we need, we're gonna be like, man, shoot, fuck this. So
I don't know what's going on with us tonight. I said pussy, you said fuck. We just got a whole orgy going on in this conversation.
No.
Yeah, for real.
But yeah, I think white folks, they don't really do the whole gun thing. Not a whole lot. Not to the extent that black folks do. Like I said, I don't think black folks have the patience to really go the bomb route. We are, I hate to say it, but a lot of us are hot-headed.
You're right.
And so it's like,
right.
So it's like that's a quick resolution to whatever is ticking us off at that moment.
You absolutely. I'm gonna give you credit where credit is due. You said that.
So
you said that shit, that girl.
Which is even more reason why most of us should not have weapons. Because
I agree.
They're hot-headed. So
I agree and I understand. I agree and I definitely understand.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, yes, it's probably more targeted to communities of color and whatnot, but I can't say that they're wrong for doing that.
So you can't say that they're wrong, right?
I can't if most of the issues are coming out of communities of color, I can't say that they're wrong for doing that.
Okay. 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 So but that go back to what I was saying earlier. It's not just happening in the black community. It is more
Okay.
publicized in the black community.
Okay.
It's more publicized. And it's not just so much as the media. It's this shit here. Oh, God, did you see what had happened? I don't have a problem with the group on Facebook, the way they at though, because they put out a lot of information, right? But it's so much stuff in there that I personally think needs to wait a little bit. That group, they have somebody can get shot now in the community, and before your mama know you done got shot, and you laying out there bleeding out dead, it's on Facebook in that group. Somebody live, and that group got ooh, thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of members. It ain't just Birmingham or Alabama thing. These jokers, they from everywhere watching that group.
Yeah.
I mean, it's huge.
I can see that.
It's huge, and I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Y'all that's just tuning in, man. This is the Sig and Yak show, man. It's just something that I had to get out and just blow on, man, because it's stupid, man. I've been hearing about it the past, a little while, and it just I don't like it. They doing gun buybacks in our community and not doing them anywhere else. If you're gonna do it across the board. They have trainings on the other side. We don't have the training. We just said, no, take it from them. What you taking it from me for?
So do you have anything that would suggest that they don't do buybacks in white communities? Or is it just that because you live in more of a black community, it just seems more apparent?
It's more publicized. If they are doing it, it's not all over the media. It's not done as widespread, and not done as often. That's it's stuff that happens in the black community that don't happen in the white community. Stuff you see in the black community you don't see in the white community. Prime example. We talking about guns, right?
Mm-hmm.
What goes with guns? Alcohol, drugs, right?
Okay.
Am I right or wrong?
Okay, I see where you're going.
Okay, so black community, you got guns. White community, you got guns.
Mm-hmm.
Black community say, hey, give me them guns back. We're going to buy these guns back from you. White community, hey, let's have an NRA meeting and teach the children how to do it. Let's have a hunt club. And we're going to show them the right way to do it. And we're going to take them out here and put up some targets and make sure they're hitting their target. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's happening.
Okay.
Black community, you got liquor store, package store, package store, liquor store, liquor store, package store, package store, liquor store, liquor store, package store, package store, liquor store, Family Dollar.
Ain't the liquor store and the package store the same thing?
Nope.
What's different?
A liquor store is like the ABC store. It's a a package store. Mm-hmm. That's like a little convenience store, but they got liquor.
Oh.
And their prices are usually higher.
Okay.
So that you got that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You go as we call it here in Alabama, in Birmingham, over the mountain. And to get to you may have a package store. You may have a ABC store, but they're not on every corner. Between my house and my kids' school, right? Let me count. Okay, just the route that I take going to take them to school every morning. I pass by 1, 2, 3, 4 package stores. I pass by 4 of them.
Okay. So
4 of them.
So I'm always gonna play double.
And then look over there on your side of town.
What?
Now down the street from your house is a little shopping center with the Publix. Is one little little package store right there, right? But then if I want to get something else from over there to drink on over in that area, I got to go at least 20 minutes to get to it.
Well, I'm right in the middle of 2 of them.
Oh, wait, you got one on this side, one on the other side. I know. Oh, you talking about the one up there by the, like going back into the other neighborhood?
By the tattoo pole.
Okay.
By the Texaco.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you in the blended part of the neighborhood.
I'm in the blended part.
You are. Look, one of your neighbors is black, one of your neighbors is white. You in the blended. You in the swirl.
Okay, so I see.
But that's just 2.
I see what you're saying.
And they on the opposite sides.
I see what you're saying, but then my next question would be:
Mine on the same street.
Who owns these package stores and liquor stores?
Oh no, it ain't us. It ain't, because they're on the 2 that I frequent. The 2 that I frequent.
Why you sitting talking?
I'm 41 years old. I can have me a sip if I want to. The name I show is Sig and Yak. They know I smoke cigars and smoke some yak. The hell? You think I'm the fuck? You think you lost your damn mind? I need me a drink, not fooling around with you.
Okay, so go ahead.
But they are not us. 9 times out of 10, they're foreigners.
Okay, so that would be colored culture contributing to another colored culture's downfall. It ain't the white man.
They ain't black.
But it ain't the white man.
They ain't black.
But it's not the white man.
They ain't black.
So you can't sit there and point fingers at them.
They ain't black.
If it ain't them, they not the ones.
They ain't black, but they act like they is. But they act like they is.
Maybe.
They come in and they act like they is. You would think they was.
No.
You would think that they were.
So, I mean, it is what it is.
What?
It is what it is. Yes.
Hey, can you stop talking with the nuts in your mouth?
I'm sorry.
And you hungry?
So it's just in my face.
So you put it in your mouth when it's in your face. Yeah, she put it in her mouth when it's in her face.
Shut up.
So fellas, if you put it in her face, she'll put it in your mouth. Okay.
This is the thing. When it comes to like package or liquor stores, it ain't the white folks that's opening them. It's people of color. When it comes to like the hair salons, it ain't white folks that's opening them. It's the people of color. So you have.
I ain't saying nothing about hair salon.
No, you didn't. But I'm just saying that's just another particular business that you'll see on like every other corner. Okay, the hair supply stores or whatnot. Those are owned by people of color.
Same folk that own the liquor store. Sometimes you got a package store.
So with that being said, does that mean that we should now start fighting Asians and Indians?
Ain't nobody said fight nobody.
But I mean, you want to fight Caucasians.
We need. No, I'm not saying fight them. That is not what I said. Don't put words in my mouth. Okay. I did not say fight them. You want
to point out the flaws of the Caucasian Americans.
No, I said I don't like the gun buybacks only being in our community.
Okay, and then we got on the whole topic of the package and liquor stores and whatnot too.
In our community, I was pointing out something else you see in our community that you don't see in theirs.
Right, because our community is the one that's putting it in our community.
That's just like malt liquor. White folks don't drink that. Don't nobody drink that, but broke black folk.
That's what I'm trying to. Okay, it's not white folks putting it in our community. So why would white folks put buybacks in their community?
So why are the black folks putting it in our community?
Why don't you go ask the next one to find out?
I have.
Okay, so
I have, and they. You know what I was told?
What?
Because we just feel like we need to get the guns off the street. Okay, well, why are you just targeting our neighborhood? And they can't give me an answer because this is something that they feel like the system is telling them they need to do.
Okay, so.
And if they can't give me a good answer.
If buybacks are not the answer to getting the guns out of the black community or the colored community or whatnot, then what is the answer?
Training.
Okay.
Training.
So who would give us training?
Somebody with some kind of sense. We have. I'm serious. Somebody with some kind of sense that knows these things. We have black arms dealers. I know a dude right now that builds weapons.
What I mean is, are you saying the police should own this, or should it be like a private citizen organization type thing?
Ain't nobody gonna trust the police.
So again, that brings you back to my question: who should own this?
Okay, maybe, just maybe. Like I said, one of these arms dealers that's a weapons expert.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody like that. I don't know if it's black, white, other. I don't know. I don't care. Just somebody should come in and say, hey, I understand y'all doing the gun buyback, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's have a weapon safety class.
Okay. And you know what, white bread?
Let's have a weapon safety class.
You know what, white bread? I hear you. I think you make some valid points. You know what I think you've just done?
What?
Created a project for yourself. So, this is something that you feel that passionate about? By all means, make the connections, network, make something happen.
You know what? Sounds good. I'll work it out. I'll look into it.
That's a nonprofit organization right there.
I'll look into it.
Boom. Y'all heard it first.
401(c), whatever that's called. Ain't that it?
I
don't know whatever it is. But for real, it's crazy, man. We got to be able to not to stop doing so much damage to ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I feel like these gun buybacks doing. They damaging ourselves. It's a good meaning behind it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can't tell me why you taking it from the community, other than we just need to get them off the streets, why you taking it from that responsible person with that license over there, and you looking across the street at Lil Pookie, who you know he ain't but 15, with that pistol hanging out of his sweatpants, with the extra long clip on that, because he think he hard, because you scared of him. That's another thing. Y'all motherfucking men some damn pussies. Scared of these damn kids. Fuck them kids. I'll fuck a kid up.
Yeah, some of these kids is nuts too.
They got the right one today.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you, I love my life, but I will lay down my life to protect an innocent child.
Okay, anybody would do that.
No. We got a bunch of punk ass men.
Well, I think a lot of people would, lay down their life to protect the child or whatnot.
I have seen men grab their children and cover themselves with them running. Yeah, I have seen this bullshit.
That's a punk. But I'm saying, I know that there are a lot of people who would do that. would, give their life to save a child or whatnot. But there are others who have a right to be fearful of some of these kids, because some of these kids are nut jobs.
I understand that, but guess what? No matter how crazy that child is, no matter how much of a what you call nut job that child may be, they can all be reached. They can. You just got to figure out how to reach them. You can't sit there and talk at them and come to them. My pastor, he say something on Sundays about how to bring people to church. If you ain't never been to church, you don't want to walk in a church when they say, "Hey, how you doing?" You be like, "Oh, I'm blessed, highly favored. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah, God." You don't want them to come in there and do all that every time you talk to them. You know what I'm saying? If you a old average street person, don't know nothing about the church, and you come in there, you might come in there sagging a t-shirt and some shorts or whatever, and still, got like he said, still got a little look on your breath from the night before, or smelling like that sticky yicky. When you walk in there, you say, "Hey, what up? How you doing?" You want somebody to be like, "What happened? What going on?"
Right.
Holler at me. That's the kind of that's what I'm saying. You got to meet them on their level to get them to your level. That's one of the best teachers. I had a teacher in the 8th grade, and this joker, when it got down to the point where I felt like I was losing everything, and I didn't care no more. I didn't care. I was in the 8th grade. I'm gonna never forget this, at Arrington Middle School. I'm not gonna say the teacher name because he was a substitute, but y'all that went to Arrington with me, y'all know he was the one that came in and took over that class halfway through the year and stayed the rest of the year. He was a substitute teacher. This man came in and was teaching at first, and then he was going straight out the book. Then it got to the point where he took that little short small book, because it was an English teacher and we didn't have the big size book. Y'all remember looked like a half book, but it was our English book. And he got it and he'll close that book up and he would just start talking. We learned more by him bringing it down to us. He was the one that when we would have to read those stories and break it down and analyze it and do our subject, verb, predicate, all that kind of stuff, stuff like that. We didn't get it out of that school book. He went and said, "Okay, you like sports, bruh. We got Sports Illustrated over here. I want you to read this Sports Illustrated and break down this article about Alabama Crimson Tide. I see you with that Alabama hat on. I see you with this. I see you as an Atlanta Braves fan. Break down break down the pitching stat of what his name is, the pitcher for the Braves. Whatever his name was then. Break that down for me." You know what I'm saying? He did all that, and you had to read. You understand, and you had to get it the way that it. He came down to that level, and once he got down to that level, when we did have to take those tests and stuff like that, we knew that shit. We knew it because he came down to where we were, so we'll understand it. That's what we got to do with these kids that's out here that feel like they lost, that feel like they ain't got nothing to live for. We got to come down to their level, break that shit down to them, talk to them, and let them know, "Hey, bro, you ain't by yourself. Look up, you ain't by yourself. I ain't do it this way, but I did it this way." Same shit, different day. Yes, I was that nigga in high school walking around with a pistol on me. That was me. I was that dude. Yes, I was the one out there fighting. Yes, I was the one out there being stupid. That was me. That was me. That was me. You know what I'm saying? I was that dude. But now it's to the point where I know better. What they say, when you know better, you do better. So now that these damn stupid ass gun buybacks, these damn stupid ass, all these liquor stores, these damn stupid ass, all this other shit that's only in our community. We need to figure out how to make it right. Stop being scared of these kids and teach these kids.
So, well, that's what I was saying though earlier. There's got to be a way to get to the kids, and if they're in the schools or whatnot, that would be the easiest way to reach them. Have the assemblies or whatnot. Have those informative assemblies talking about gun control, gun safety, and whatnot, and what not to do with guns and so forth. But you got to get the buyback from the school system and the parents and whatnot. Not the buyback, but the buy-in.
The first thing you got to do, you got to earn the kids' trust. You got to earn the community's trust. Ain't no trust, so they don't want to do it. That's why the only people that you buying the guns back from is the responsible people with them.
Right, so, but I'm talking about how to get to the kids to educate.
Okay.
That's what I was talking about.
We still got to get their trust.
Yeah, of course, you're gonna have to get the trust of the kids or whatnot. Because as far as they know, they see you just another stupid adult who don't know nothing.
You right.
But I'm talking about in order to get your foot in the door, you have to get your foot in the door first. You're not gonna get your foot in the door through the kids.
You right. So, all right. So it looked like we got some homework.
I got homework.
Yes, you got some homework. I got the passion, I got the drive, but you got the brains to put this on paper for me.
How I get homework?
Because you said it was going to happen. So I think this is something that we could possibly stand behind or do some research on to help somebody with in the future. Okay? I do. I think so. Or we can find some of these other programs that's already out there going and doing it, and we could work with them and make it happen. I can see it happening.
All right.
Hey, DJ Baby G, I see you, man. Appreciate you checking in with us, man. I see you. Appreciate you over there on Twitch.
Well,
yo, it's been a great show.
It has.
Y'all got me heated. I need to go get me some a ginger ale. No, a ginger ale. Cause see, get me a white wine spritzer. No, I ain't drinking no damn white wine spritzer. No. I'm gonna go get me a drink. I'm gonna eat and get me a drink.
Okay. Yeah. So, in closing, you all, I don't even know how to close that out. But basically,
oh man.
But basically, we had a good discussion about gun buybacks and why they seem to be more prevalent in communities of color than they do in white communities and so forth. So you may agree with me, you may agree with white bread or whatnot. I think we've kind of agreed to some degree on some areas and whatnot. Yeah. But yeah, public and some, we need to get more guns off the street. There's too many on the street. We need to reach the kids. And that starts at home, but a lot of parents, well, never mind. I'm about to go off on my own little tangent. So we're going to go ahead and end that tonight, y'all. Thanks so much for tuning in. Tune back in next week, same time, same place, the Sig and Yak Show with your girl, Miss Yak, and
DJ Whitebread, the one and only, the real deal. That's me.
And lastly, if you haven't already, by all means, please go ahead and go to the Alabama Music Awards Show.com. It is scrolling at the bottom of the screen right now, and vote for your favorite podcast, The Sig and Yak Show, and the most slept on DJ Whitebread. But that's all, folks. We'll see y'all next week. Y'all take care.